The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Back on the Domino's postgame report is Carson-Newman downs Newberry 109-87. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, what a difference a day makes. Coming off a season low 69 points on Wednesday, you explode for a season high 109 points today off of a school record 34 assists. What made the offense click so efficiently and effectively today?
Well, you and I talk so often about the style makes the fight, and their offense and defensive style creates a high possession, scrambled, jumbled up sort of game, and we were wise enough that when that stuff started, we were willing to share the ball, and we had really been making a big point to our guys that the more we're able to do that, then we'll find better shots, and if we're shooting better shots, our percentages will stay good. And so credit goes to our guys for being wise enough just to do that, share the ball and get the thing moving and taking advantage of the style that our opponent prefers to play.
How nice is it that this performance happens with the 90-91 team in town for the reunion of their SAC champions?
Well, you know, we were really obviously our guys knew that those old Eagles were here, and I had sort of made the comment that hey, it'd be a great thing to sort of honor them with a win, and hopefully a really high level performance. We did honor them with a win. The performance itself wasn't the best, but again, that goes back to the style of the play, and you know, Newberry just creates such a adverse kind of scenario with the hectic, frenetic pace, man, and you know, but again, having those guys here was inspirational. It was great to see some of those guys and spend time with the old staff and the players, and I'm just glad that they had such a good time while they were here.
You look at this game, it's all square, 53-53 at the half.
Yeah.
You get to that point because of a 6-0 run, all from Cam Holmes. What kind of a spark plug was that to start?
Gosh, well, Cam's offensive shot making there was good, but I thought where he really impacted the game was defensively. I thought he really the second half made some stops key there early, and it just absolutely. They got stops, we scored. We got stops, then we went and scored. Well, we got stops and then we went and scored. And Holmes was in that second half the key factor in all that.
All told, it was a 26-3 run. You talk about getting stops and scoring. Was it that simple to cause the change?
Well, I mean, it's a lot easier said than done, you know, because credit goes to Cameron for being sound enough. And Cameron is such an interesting guy because it's all confidence with him. If he gets really confident, great things will happen on either end of the floor. And he got really confident defensively to contain the ball and to contest shots, and you know that generated transition action for us. And then we capitalized.
You look at this game, 8 assists from Charles Clark, a career high 7 from Reese Anderson. We talked about sharing the ball, but it wasn't just one guy.
Yeah.
How impressive is it? Again, you talked about styles making the fights, but so many guys shared the ball well today.
Well, I mean, we have multiple guys that are capable of doing that, multiple guys that have the skill set to do that. And so I think everybody really wanted to make sure that they added value to that. He's out of control. It's his first time he's really wanted to sit here, and now he's going bananas.
We've got young Cooper Benson trying to be an audio engineer. He hasn't been trained on this board yet.
No, he's out of control.
You were saying about so many guys sharing the ball.
Well, yeah, just the skill set is there, and our guys are willing to give the thing up to one another. And so, you know, again, credit goes to our guys because their willingness to recognize and share. You know, sometimes it's so easy in that kind of game just to sort of put your head down and sort of get an individualized approach, and that's not what we did. We were willing to give it up, and you see what it provided for us.
Newberry started this game red hot. I think knocked down 8 of their first 13 threes. Kind of cooled off the rest of the game, though, only 8 out of 33 after that initial barrage. Was it just a matter of needing to weather the storm, or did you have to make adjustments?
Well, there was a couple of things we did schematically. They came out hot, you know, and we didn't feel like we could get the right coverage, so we made some substitution adjustments, and then we made some defensive scheme adjustments. And I thought, especially the second half, you saw that the benefit of those adjustments were quite evident.
I'm going to turn your attention now to back-to-back road games. Head to Mars Hill on Wednesday before making the long, lengthy drive over to Hartsville on Saturday. What do you have to do to improve from this game with road trips to Mars Hill and Coker up next?
We got to take some much-needed rest and sort of get a little bit refreshed. Then we'll go to Mars Hill. Of course, it's just right across the mountain there, but it's always a tough place to play. And then, of course, like you said, you make that long trip over to South Carolina to Coker, and they're playing great basketball. You know, they're deep. They play very hard on the defensive end. They've got versatile shot makers. There's no doubt this next week will be a challenge for us. But you know, we're just glad to be back on the winning side of things, and you know, knowing that our guys have earned a little extra R&R for tomorrow. We'll get back together on Monday, and all of our folks will be on Mars Hill, and hopefully we'll go there and perform better than we did today and come out with a win.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on a 22-point victory.
Thanks, Kev.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Time now for our AEC electrifying play of the game. It goes to Mason Bay.